no pem wabo ye mo adwo emu akwaba ade ba di okro ba akwa chiri po enkunu ebraso se nwumre yi se mo ye boabo anu a edi adencheche wo mai ni twori ni ntwia so ye de besomo se nwumre yi no numne fa kase na nsam no de digitai sare atokase yi na nsam no ebi awreho kakra saa so na bi anije na awreho no otia enu ara se pemo obeti se emo se na apemo na ni anije wo mu no ahunka no anya wunya atia ube filie kasiemu obete enkukọ nkete hu nsem wa ha sa nkukọ no amaya akasie medimu kura hyase awi o emu amane wa ha
na yebewure makodi nkomande na opani bi kasa chimje sa ban no nya woni ma ne se o ma permit ya fa nkoye mining na ehun ahwe yie ni de asna ni nkoho
opani o he attention ne so ade abetu dwa se nsori a wo mai mu won sori na ade ye frɛ no suba boni e bowura yi mbebru ni mu no wo mo ni ntu ase amane bo wa ase
sanso na frema wasai opare enkane ankobi ahene e de nsem bia tudwa fa de ntia enbi be manyoku nu wo mudi ntwu afempemi ne biru nan
Jubilee Brigida odi atuja se sisie ni baby ye benya mumu ye benya mu adwuma emu factory odi ba ehin no odi ba na de nti odi ba no amanebo ewa ha
na yebedi nkomo ewo afidie so ase na ne nyina no efa Ghana statistical report omodi aba mo se o mai sika sem no pia ko nim kakra ase dame
Donhre baako ade ade sum kase kwan so na donhre baako no asumdwe phones atobi amaye de Chama Rural Bank aka ho Doc Chaco powder Ebenezer Unique Ventures can cure decoction and then the capsules no can Abbey Natural Health Clinic Richland eduan papa fie ni ho Samtet Oxford Senior High School papa Samens aganedro no ofa kase no topeti den Vego Target Electrical Women Appliances ono so so atodo hwere ne ba kwa maya ye be kase no e dia ma na kase yi ebe ye ode na be ye woni so kama pa dia so for dem atenase ahwenu an hye no nti na magic nko a de Chama TV ya blezi YouTube sa na tie de Chama TV o YouTube Facebook no aye de Chama Radio 91.9 TikTok no de nina ne blezi den X ne de Chama Y Modern Ghana de Chama Radio 91.9 ko he ye blezi anyasim kuma kra www.chama.com ensemi nyina wo ha bi ne bia kenkan na Dwene Power Information Center efa Dr. Momo wafa adumbie pie odem Sam Sierra de Kasa oblezi enda so Information Center ko de jekotim so ofa pa Richie of Richie Babylon Saloon onjano ho kra ma root ani ni aba ma wait and get there ukopie mu da kese mu a omoto pete pa anyasem kuma kra zeman one the eye kuto omo fakase na anyasem kuma kra flash phones phone Chanel cash collections abnecha papa bi ono obo junction ho na asumdwe phones Chama no shaking and na tia to dom so omo nyina no da kese mu info station wona omo fakase na den na go pia obo ampesem to so suku a pa so kohwe na pa ni kohwe omo dem den said and ya boako say akowa any maintenance office what dia ya carpenter for ni mason for omo ina fakase den pa enwumre yi ya so kase kwan so me de ekoba jesi kakeku enwumre me captain
ohene ejekum tabono
kase ni nchiremu ana ebe
Yedienie 91.9. Fatuo Denchramon Radio.
Na Denchramon Radio hana Ghana kasenti yehwe na afeni yefa nsabere nchiri mu emrawo na wo mai Ghana mu ade ba ko aye nkodin dia mayen na ne kan ye kana ya kwa ho asem bi adedi mu a ka ho bi kra na ama wo mai sese no nyame ya adama wo china ene mmenda so no yidi asi wo se de ye bia ye nya ye na efa na pa na osia kwesi no du so no de na yemfa hwensesie ekromu na yemfa mpra ntika temni ade ni nyina no eye galamsey ya efene se illegal mining ehu enkomo na yebedi na assembly member ewo manso mosia so ewo amanse atoye mensin mu asante mantemu na wono anso na woye dwomtani abedi achedi National Association of Local Authorities of Ghana NALAC na nidini Honorable Daniel Kweku Mensa DKM ena uka nkofo ade hunu ntempa ena wo kire mu kire sem wono se ne mra bi atwam wonom na small scale miners association wo ye pani abedi akiri ya ye se wo ho bia ma ya adwumaden bia de abo mai Ghana na de ba ko hunu se wo man no empanimfo na ya aban mu empanimfo no ya wo mu nyima ne se wo me makrata se be wi fa nkotu fuma godie na emom se bia wo ko wurawura mu hwa wie num ye ko se wo tudua ben wo ben tu odum ben framo ben watu to for my wase bia udie bi shem embokura no adwuma wo ye nom ba bia wase na sas ne wore hwa na wore di afa on tra hye ni nyina no wo mo nhye da enkohwe enna ya na ma ne ba se bia be wi achi num na akoda ne illegal mining na ye dwiri kwaye ne ade nyina tugu na Honorable DKM abe kam yensa wa hama no so wa majo e
ndo so menia
mpacho mpumbo ko de
abanya ahwe ya
yara nyame ase ne wobra wanya ma ye me hu se wo dwamtia adibia bia moye enhwemu kura nti wo ye monitawu adan na wo kasa ban no de onimu ane sa se wo makrata ase ye mfa nkoye fuma gudie ho adwuma nanso wo mpani emfa hwese bia wo mu ye ni yi ana wo mu ye ni yi ede na wo hu nti a wo kasa
yo me ni amdase ame ma wo ahwefo ne atifo mo age breti o asafidie so no eno wona hwe adef ntente afidie so nyina ne wo bibia adwo na sɛdeɛ usikyekye mu no nyame ade ho frɛ na me gyina so a metie wɔ nsɛm tɔfa bɔ nyinaa ɛyɛ nokorɛ sɛ mede nsɛmfoɔ bi saa aba abɔnten sɛnti ne sɛ mpanimfoɔ ka asɛm bi sɛ deɛ onim toɔ na de gyina twene no ano ɛna ayɛ bi da wɔ hɔ a yɛnkɔfa
nso nyame ye
ɛmfa ne nkɔ ahayɔ asɛm bi tietia ntenten nyinaa ne sɛ small scale mining a ɛnɛ abɛgye ntere ha wɔ ma yi mu a edin no is a worker say galamsey and obi enu say illegal but you can word galamsey na edin galamsey no illegal word nemo you can illegal mining na say the best you can twi mu amana na nanamo emelewa ne nkokofo na te ase enti wona emfa ekwampa so entu fam agudie be edin galamsey na ya ka no ya to obi atu so ka galamsey a just obi a wo ye adwuma bone otu gold bone on the bonnet kwaso yes I did here on the front wall and that omunyina ti madam and your phone nyina bibi ukura na we media press like that we trim see ka word girl and say dia obi oye go oye otu for more good about them sana moka no but you ever want to ye me pesa me kire ma o man no me koso aka na me koso aka kopem say aban di obaba Ghana bia be hwe o man no so bia no obeti no ate ase ne say nenia Oko education sector, abai na license ananwa
no correct.
Oko health service abai na license ne bona. Obi be police officer and military and other service biana abai na those people ni nyina approve ananwa
no correct pa.
Okay. So small scale mining when na permit.
I know your lands commission.
Last one, why not this house here?
I'll say, I'm sure I send your body a baby money. My train was she.
Why not this house here? I am buying a tea house here.
Ah, buying a tea, buying a tea.
Yes, I am buying independent beer. Minister, the man will be for mining. Be I buying a diamond. No correct. With Jamaica, for diamond because licenses are yaking. And yeah, I buy a president Muhammad I sign. Which I need the alliances so. Education ministry no omo na assign ade no so dia mawo but ya ban di mu na ere ya dia mawo sen go fam bo mu di nyina no omo sector no emu di yin na soldiers any police and I operate wo ayo operations wo mu say adwuma bo ni akoso what is say sebi doctor bi akoyo operation am obi awu am e ga soldier for akọ all the health center ni na akoyo operation say they go tutu boni e wo ma firi mu ana
da bi da
eye sector na no mo hwe so mbesiesi wo mu niama because wo mu ni momra wo mu ni mode ya che wo ko mo mfa so nya de no eti monitoring ko so dan ni dan ani wo mo ho is mfunso bi ko ba pe Ghana for that but en continue na me boa but small scale mining sector there edi enko na se wo no mo a edi me se edi ben enko na se wo no mo a ho ko there ye ma kwan e ma hwe na etu go to no omo association no aso hwe no mo ban no monitor there no masa o hawo na ekoso no enkoso ni nyina ne se woni o papa no ma me no nyina tifie abusuapani wo fie da abusuam esan se abusuapani wodi nachi eja nachi aminti ani da nyina abusuapani ba na mu dwane because chiame wo ho na ko se abusuapani na yana bi se wonwa na monitor na ade ahwe ne ekoso bia wo fie ho no mo a enya de a uti abusuapani nka obedwane because oni na tifie oda bia o ko ba bi no nya kwan na sabi wodi nsemu no enti die to se ma aban no ani aban mu mpanimfo nyina atene se small scale mining sector no eyo ani chino mun chino wa mu bo mon tie die ya so ya kan bi na mo boda naka aban mu mpanimfo
na Honorable DKM Honorable kafra se metwa wa no ebe ntia se na wo so pentem kakra nti wo gidie be na wo se de pa na touch ntia ama aban ni ntimi nyae ma mo a mo wotumi krata mo ye ne kwampa so no mo a mo hwe se mo be yidie nya na frim no de na touch sa
so bi sa ho mo se de na touch ntia se de me ma mfato ho no education eje so jani bia na ye operation ho health service so jani bia nya operation ho enti de na touch na small scale mining ni de eno mlas na amakwa na ema permit na no de aban na touch na wo ye operations room o no so bi sa ho mo me su ya hunu ni experience and one say ni o mo ye no because ya di soldier for ba e say twa foto o be sia di support o mo so o mo ko ye operations the police sector na be kwa ye both be sia e de mo so mfon ko ye operations and the say be sia na ye bo no say ya di be sia ni ko ye adwuma tro do na bi mfa ba bi ade a enko me say be nka say mo nyanka tu atwa
no kure
and say be sia na ye bo na ye de ko no so e magalam say one year na ekoso no afi ntu mfiri o man mu kwa na ekoso
enti Honorable na yese aban no eno ane se obi kan se okoye small scale mining na no de krata man se je koye na mbom so obe ni ya na wonye ni ye ni o man ni nko honye sa
na do di aban ni ho na me ka bayi eno na me ka bayi ko kwaje bi na sika ni kwaje lines auto license exams ni we na de exams license ne ma no wi a adwuma na okoye no sector no wo monitoring team wo Kunu say education wo ye wo omu won chichemu a say wo circuit nya wo mu the circuit no e wo supervisor wo ha wo supervise teachers e wo sa circuit no mu nyara e monitor no type of monitor bi no enti me teacher ni a wan ko classroom no wo nya ahoto ye report ba go mi eri mi asem yiri say be yi wadi e do license na frɛ wo sam ti say na small scale mining na ye no aban ni ja ye pa ma ya ye sa nhye bi say mo kasa mo fa mo nyema nwu akwa mo fa mekyere yen ne mo approval na mo ho bra wa bla fa so jani dia metata wa menua me ka tro se o man we enura afi o mo aye adwuma ye bone o na esensuo o na etu asase o mo nkata so no bet me say enkatu betwa enko man ga na so san ko bo be sia fa ma ye operations ade ni solution ni akitu abi o mo aye adwuma no wo sabi nkoro nketo na emu o mo wira mo no mo ye adwuma no ade ni yeso mo obi firi ba bi say ko pa wo mo ko tu o mo aso o ko so wutimi na wira mo da bia ani no so na woti mienu wo beja wa akọ o ko na no sense wona die na be pam no o se ye
na honorable DKM say more small scale miners association mo mpanimfo bi nso ka nine most ni galam stop ne hwan hwan fo say mo ka ho bi no mo ko na ada na mo so mo timi ko mo wa ma so
small scale mining pani be na so ka na mo so no woti ase Naimos no uni mo in the name of Naimos uni mo
mini mo say ya ban asrafo apa wo mo a wo mo na ekunti afuma gudi etu na ma
asrafo no small scale mining leader be na yeso jani na we police ne
nti omo mo no ho ba bia munim ho hwe no mo ba
dia bi no nia operation dia ekoso a you know yeah that you said na who nipa service who nipa police and soldier and tell ya omo ba ne dey that is operation say dey baso nipa no man nsiabo by yes small scale miners for yen count operation say ko so gara yen count
jo
e du brebi abanda dey twa mu ko ye no odani adwuma ne mas Ghana National Association of Small Scale Mining no odani me task for ti yen ko nsuo so Ghana for nyina hu ko adwuma ye ya na nsuo na ne ete yenum ne ye omo di adwuma say free yesam resource on na say ba na ama omo di free yesam ko fa another team every operations etimi de move operations no mo ya no si e bo ka tikiri di akwaje be sia ba ma manfo nya bi da ye omo nya manya menti enom ko so na nti sa dia enya gina nsa ase ne yetu no o malance si wi a jama wo mu omo monitor adwuma no
okay Mate honorable ayimre da ase ne obra wanyade amaye na nti yemfa ni si wa ase kake ku yemfa ni si wa ha na we no yekọ manso mosia so wo amanse atoye mensinim wa asante mantemum aye ne honorable Daniel Kweku Mensa ne kudi nkomo oye vice chairman and as president the National Association of Local Authorities of Ghana ne kudi nkomo no nkane dwemtene abedi achi de ma national small scale miners association ena ye ne kudi nkomo no sususe no mum ene betimi abo ha ka ku ye nkoyi
ene ye free one ye free ni nchire ma wo Kolebu Teaching Hospital aye hospital kese wo mayi mu a ene yade no atela ni na ho ne yade kro na ekohwe aye mu hwehwemu ni etumi asa won yade amu yade na sa ya sabie yi ya kwese nansemu obehwe na nyamunkane ho nsensem aye akoye ho den obehwe yese ni department wei omu hia de wei omu hia no mo bebre esanse edomo ya doso nti omu doso sa na no ma no susu no enso omu na ndi omu nyame so ade a omu de cardiac laboratory foforo kra bra social media no so be he woni so ade ai ena da so no omu bia no shem na omu bia no ena CEO Adema Kolebu Teaching Hospital Dr. Yakubu Seidu Adams odi tuja se munya botre na omu nyina nim pefe se no bebre na ne hia hospital no na nei omu de no egu akwan mu se de be ya no ma hia omu no omu sa beka we ye ninketu mu Dr. Seidu Adams nensem eni
have set our minds to addressing some of the debilitating challenges that were confronting the hospital. Key among this was the challenge of power supply, especially in the event of an outage from the national grid. This has been addressed through the acquisition of a 2,400 kVA standby generator to support uninterrupted service delivery. Another equally important intervention has been the replacement of 4 old and faulty lifts in the tower sections of the Department of Surgery, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Child Health and Internal Medicine. These interventions are aimed at improving patient care, staff efficiency, safety, and the overall experience of all who access services in the hospital. We are also taking steps to mainstream some of the critical specialist services that we provide to our patients, including kidney and cornea transplantation. Our objective is to build a critical mass of local expertise so that no Ghanaian will be compelled to travel outside the country to access this service. In this regard, I wish to respectfully appeal for the accelerated passage of the legislation that will govern transplantation, including tissue harvesting, storage, and donation. It is our hope that this important legal
titire ni anase penipa oda Kolebu Teaching Hospital no Dr. Yakubu Seidu Adams
na ene enkasa ho dwumade bi akoso won kran mu ma ntemu ne koso wo enkran suapon kese ho ya fa ne say University of Ghana no do na kan say Ligon na ho na medofo ba ko a ne din ene ela owo nti ene anwumre nkasa ho akoso ewo ho na wo mo ye dwumade bi ya fa ne say time with a politician yes emra irishia manyoni na nipa omoto nsa efre no wonom eye enkane abanyanko bia hena ne din ene miss osei opare frima ekanedi hum na eze frima osei opare nkane chief of staff no moto nsa friend okoya okasa no agase no wochire mu kire sem dani ayesu apon no awanyoku NPP emma bi ewo ho na ade ba ko a ema NPP awanyoku no edi ntwo ewa fimpim yeni aduonu enan eyesem ansa na sebe yekuman be koso na so na yebribi ntia enam ho nye na ye mfia bebie enti niam na koba ni nyina na yesem wo mo ntumi anhye da ammo wo mo nwuma pa ho dewuro ama woni a ewo ase no ante ase yie pa ena akwese ahokyere bi ni ahohia bi eni sikasem atewachew enti na yenye nipa wo betima kyere mu yie wo mo ba brofo sem yie adidim kakrakra ena de koto abanti na ama mfiti anso hya akwa ntwa abo abofno mpantinu na ama pii no ano ewa adwen bi a enya adwenpa de fa amane okuo no ene se ekowi omo enkuguo no
too much and they didn't have enough time to engage with the people that we are working for. Development is for the people and with the people. So that once you have good ideas, brilliant ideas, and you were busy, always busy, we didn't engage the constituents enough to carry them along with us. So that space is something that I believe contributed to our defeat, because there wasn't enough effort to carry the party grassroots and the communities that we were serving. It's scared because now today you say, oh, please, oh, Nana, this is your stone and so on. It meant that we should have engaged that person to realize how what we were doing was in response to identify needs and how it will carry them over the future.
Miss Frema Akosua was a pariwi in watch say. Ye kwa abanya adwuma mu a ene woni nnwuma hodo a ya abanyuma ku ewo wo form ne ade wo mu kwan amfa so ye adwuma no bebre na adwom boni wo mutimu dodo nenso ye nya adwuma saa aban de adwuma ahye wonsa ye ne yiye na ade ye fe ne se me de fe machidi amount an ne brofu din ene corruption kranke to wo musua kasa krati din ntem eja wo mu din polito wonom e ba ne saa no a emwa ade ntine ye momodin nya adwuma ne nya adwuma so fa mo wo man ne kan ko ne chichiriye na bribia na kwere se yari yani esti se o amanyofo politicians wo mo na wo de wo mo adwen boni wo mutimu a mo wia wo mai sika ne ade enso bekom no bi adwuma wa ya sabia na chese IGF a wo nya no ho no dodo na wo mudi o na security man ya tua ne kakituwe bi lebra ya man kakre bi na ne ya kan mpanifo asan chegu makatu so no madi na wo yesa eye
the corrupt laws work, and it's not to work after a change of government. It's to work during the time of the government. I also want to draw attention to, we always look at political appointees, but gladly the Public Accounts Committee is aimed publicly. Are we taking into account the Auditor General's reports and who really are behind the bigger corruption situation that we find ourselves? Who appears at the public accounts? What are the structural issues, endemic issues within the civil service, public service system that breeds corruption in the country? And I am surprised that the civil society don't see that. Unless it's a high-profile person, then it becomes corruption.
Na enkani abayan kobia hini anu nsi na wochire mu kire se ensenhwofo so wadwumaso wo man mu wosanse wo man kan kwani mpagya ebekoso eba fo besensen wiem ni nyina sensenhwofo nan so kese wo mo na ebeka ema wo watibie se da wotibie wo de nchman radio ne anwumre yi na eno wo kire se aban bi ba na owo aban mu na wo ye adwuma saa no wa ne nepa oye no ya yenka ma atiefo anase adehia wo man ye wo de ana enti nti ase yie na koba ne se bia yenso ye kan ne ya chia no na ye pese ye nwu aban nani mu ase aba ne saa ehapa.
I will say this. The point is, do we believe that you are criticizing from an objective point of view or because you have a hidden agenda behind what you are saying? If they are based a principled criticism, you can see the consistency of it over the years. But where today, if it is not good, but if it is NDC government, well, it's okay, then it does not augur well. I think the media itself must see themselves as really before the state. They will hold people accountable for on our legal framework and our development agenda. And if we put people at the center, I think we will criticize more fairly. But I know that it is difficult, and sometimes the way we also criticize people, it sort of can be quite.
Enti etomre bi ansentwofo nso abanya wote adwa so a wo ye oman mu adwuma no ensem a ye beka no ya na ase ha adwen kakra na ma asa aban no wote so nso sebe onim ne awo ye bi aba ne sa emmoa enkane aban nko bia hene frima osei opare na wote se wo kasei
ende ko piemu ewa oman mu ahye bedwemu a ane economity a no ye from more parliament committee of assurance and on assurance and then the water inside the frame oswafo hwe yekuya yoso ayewura Eric Opoku 0P0KU Opoku na wototo na no na obizabisa na say na yewura Opoku yi wa hwe won tisie no dan na ekoso ewo ho na okire mu se hwe eno bebre guna kwemu a o eno ma ekoso kama pa na ba ko betumi aka de nse si bu people ene say enche bia Ghana Etobantes ebebu ma wanga sa bebu zampa entos ukakanta kakura entos ebebu yedi entos be yetu aboba na yedi ahyetuo na pio na apochegu ho entos bebu pa na ma ye bosum be miensa akire entos bebu ene ebisa nse na sisi no mo pension na mo de nkokọ nketenkete baaye ene ebisa na no sin ngwa nketenkete owa na obi frɛ ne sɛ oya bule ngwa nketenkete ziedi o monyi ama me kura mi ribi amafo send the video anya be woni so be woni so ade ona bo de chire won say amafo send the video say what everybody say ana ngwa nketenkete a ye de amamu say nka monyan na monto na munya kaka ngu moto no mo di twabo no spedede o ye die ona bo ngwa nketenkete nsam ni kakra mra.
Some also decided to kill and eat all. In fact, they were even sending me videos that, Honorable, we are eating everything. But this is not meant for that immediate consumption. We just wanted people to rear them, sell, and reinvest so that it becomes...
Honorable Minister, that's the trending story, that they are eating the birds. You've seen it, that trending story I've just mentioned.
It's trending?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That they are eating the birds.
Oh, okay. But Mr. Chairman, even though we don't encourage that because we wanted them to capitalize on this, to earn something for their livelihoods. If that is what they have decided to do, at the national level in aggregation, it also helps. If they are able to build a good taste for locally produced poultry, that is a big plus for us.
It's the Honorable. I want pile also to no be send video crown all no no check quality see o kama also na bure en ko gitin bi ni ono munya ya kwa kese enye twanu spirit do mo yo bi ochichinga ane bi bo pepe soup ni ade ane ona bo dwalai pa say we die enya na kwanso no
eya asemo o my Ghana yetim engugwe bala be anwanyi a enti mudi bi ye mpusu na mudi money be dokro ne bangu sa say bro so na edwan ye o tie de afi no mudi mokoyira be gude ni ase aberi bangu pa asansa ma ne boy de na ye trust was e bro ma wa eleja Ghana se mudi eja o nkonde na so for them pa chawre fa akwa yi no teacher ni na wo ko bole a wotimi wi akra na ma akra ni timi bunu mu akọ how many degrees Celsius ground o ko ye no we wotimi say style ready style bia in fact we be account be measure MIA topo sheet na nkede ahomato ho kura nka still kewie entinu wo so for ho machine sem so na e kase Honorable Haruna Idris no chem tese kwan bia so a e wo so mo ye na wo mo hwe sa brante no a ne be ma so wa baitre na akoda yitimi gine kama sa no a woda lab e table so na wo bunu mu kwa chire tese arc pan wo twa no e chen rainbow now the Haruna on police need to mame na wo kire mu tese behwe na anu akan si ani man tosuo ni ntosuo di ayi ame mile men skoki a tese wo mu de gina ho nom teacher ni ya akoda ho adwuma bia na obi nso twe phone na wo video na je se na matwe ape no kura ba mu na za akora no wakunu na ba nsa no waburu mu no wasifa wo mu na de aye ne de obdi maduru akiri entinum se ndon honorable Haruna Idrisu Kyem se police fo nye de ombe bia na kwambia so sa man no wo mu nkyene mra na yenti Haruna.
But your discipline must be progressive, and it must be one for which learners must pay for misconduct and teachers too must pay for misconduct. We've seen the example in Bole, unacceptable, shameful. So the police, we are watching you, and we are watching how you proceed with the investigation and how you go further to do the needful of prosecution to deter that unacceptable behavior and conduct of a teacher.
Honorable Haruna we no Kyem say police fire here o say o mechi abrante ya maye ye ka kire mo say nhye ya atna ye hwe ngoma sua nsem so ene wono mo so ha kire fo na de sua fo so o my Ghana friend say Ghana Education Service wo mo aye nhye de agu akwan mu a wo ye teacher ni wo kodi nsem hu bia wo sukuu mu ye chew pe ene ye ka ke ko ni so for de mawu emrane mu bedi pa sanso ene koba ne say wo ye de sua ni na wono so kodi nsem hu pe so for de mu ka ke ko mu report no na no so mrane ni pa san say wo mo so mpese discipline say pepe yo ane tin ni ebekoso e wo school mu no etimi emia pa.
In discipline involving you learners and students, in discipline involving examiners, in discipline involving headmasters, and in discipline generally as a Ghanaian disease. We need to work at it. So today, the Director General of GES is with us. You are empowered under President Mohammed's research agenda to deal forcefully with any act of indiscipline in our school. Be it a teacher or a student, don't spare the rod. And don't spare the rod. So the Director General of GES, there must be consequences for misconduct. Conduct that is not consistent with acceptable norms and code of behavior. And you must ensure that we are moving away from responsibility-centered discipline to progressive discipline.
Enti sani awote ye no Honorable Haruna Idrisu ye so afo a ohwe nwasu ansam so my Ghana mu.
And ye nko so na discipline yi mu a ne ani komo. Aye Chief Justice Paul Bafuboni ana da tudwa se he ototo sere imam asofo mpanimfo elders deaconesses ani wonye okabie wo wosibie wom ewo yankasa ne traditionalist leaders wo munyina munkambom na nanu manyenfo ani obi okabie wom osibie wom ya ye kankyere mu se ne emmeburu no kwan wo faso a wo muhwe mumbu nipa bia nya akora wo KG2 no man teacher ni boza when abaza hadin ene omofra emu mpanimfo akwai bibia ho nusuman enti asafo ahodo mu mpanimfo nyina no won sore na won hwe kwane a wofa so a wode saa nyamna nsem ne mboni a ekoso Ghana mbebunu mu wode beba fom na yewura Justice Bafuboni ekasa na nyebi gu ahoma so say no can.
Areas of this truth. When drains are choked with refuse, when rivers are poisoned by illegal mining, when public trust is traded for private gain, the problem before us is not merely legal or technical, it is moral. The law may punish with such conduct after the fact, but only character prevents it from happening in the first place. As Chief Justice, I know the importance of the law, yet I also know its limits. Courts can determine rights, they can punish wrongdoing, they can uphold the constitution, but no court can compel honesty. No judgment can create integrity, and no sentence can manufacture compassion. That work belongs to families, schools, traditional authorities, and indeed to churches such as yours. It is my hope that this conference will produce more than recommendations. May it produce renewed conviction that national transformation begins wherever ordinary men and women decide that integrity is no longer negotiable.
Meanwhile, I achiamehene ademo my Ghana aban Kings for Sumana Babeng also twanam to so sa Ghana ehene yekọ se mmebuni nyina no wo suban ene woni e bi si tirase a ehifa eye de oman beko enti mpanifo nsore na sa suban boni a atie si mmebunu so na enyina kompanifo mu no yebetumi abra no ase ne nsam ni
character is absent, progress turns retrogressive. I'm sure these sentences ring bells, not only in your ears, but also in your mind. There is a serious moral foundation of development. People usually measure development by looking at those digital infrastructure and economic growth. These are significant, but not sufficient. Nations do not advance on roads, infrastructure, and economic progress alone. Nations rise or fall on the strength of their value. My senior brothers are here, and I think they know it better than me. We have gone around the world, and we've seen poorly endowed nations in better condition than ours because of their moral value. Parliament can
Achamene Kingsford Bagbin.
Na ene abayan kobi ahene a wote akonya sesie no Julius Deborah wakasa de nsem atodja wo chire mu chire sem wonipa usue hunu a wanya wabrabom wadwumam ene wasetene mu no eyade a ehia ewose yema ne de adie na afoforo nya mu sue hunu pa sanse eyade bi a eboa na wono a watro krata bi a wopa ho ntoma na krata na wopa ho ntoma no ena wachire mu chire sem experience a research for superior public and civil service delivery. Na eno ena all country Ghana for yina say suehuna wanya wa brabom no eno no ye foforoye bi a wodi wura mu say ye ankorankora dwuma na wadwuma woye mu wonom ahokeka wo be wura mu no ena eboa emma afoforo so ye suehunu e de ma wonom no was ne ntia all cancer na ye say abrabo aye gbe nu oba he oba na gwen se me de me no abongom na mebo chale wote na mepam enti me de ka Ghana kora me nka ho oboa wo ka ho bi esan se obi ne chale wote bai na ate se ne wusi pam ma no wa pam mpaboa ne de enso wiye no wo hu se wo de ahoma ne pam oye enso wa pam na esa de na aye sonko eba ne sa no a eye suehunu ena wo no wo a wanya wo de kire nti akobasa ne pobo nti pe ho no wo de brewo saa nso na wo no ne ba pese bi usua pobo pampe wo ma so beka se ko ne ko sua no wo asemasi wo sanse sua hu na wo e wo abrabo mu no emu odupa na no me ko wo se ne wo da na di kire me eboa ma o ma ne kire tumpom na nkoba ne saa na se sua hu na ye wo nom ye mfa mwa wo man nom kire ye no foforo ye pese de ba mu no ye ntimi mfa mpia e ma ne ntimi nye ye di a na akwa se nkro besi ye ko ya san ba se wugina sumu e wi ahomatuntum e sa emwa.
Similar constraints. Two institutions may have similar budget, similar constraints, yet produce very different experiences for citizens because of the choices their leaders make. A leader who measures responses time will get different results for one than one who does not. A leader who visits the service floor will learn things that no report can fully capture. A leader who protects honest officers and disciplines bad conduct sends a message that everyone understands. Leadership is not speech. Leadership is what the institution learns to expect. We also propose 7 dimensions of citizen experience: accessibility, clarity, speed, dignity, fairness, consistency, and outcome. These are not decorative words, they are practical tests. Can the citizen reach the service? Does the citizen understand the process? How long does it take? Is the citizen treated with respect? Is the service fair? Is the experience consistent across offices and regions? And at the end of the process, does the citizen actually receive the outcome he or she came for? Every public institution should be able to score itself honestly against these 7 dimensions. If we cannot measure the experience, we cannot improve it. Another important conviction of the book is that the frontline officer is not at the bottom of the hierarchy. In the eyes of the citizen, the frontline officer is the state.
Julius Deborah abayan kobi ahene chief of staff na so ka saying ba ne sam pede fa hodo e ko ye nom mampani abi de excellency professor no na je no poku agiban e ko wi no rin sem tuja wo chem je say yare ehia eno nti o manya etimu nom ye hwe se ye modern mo no woni ye wa bonti ni behu na wo mo no de nsusue ato ho o me measure de ama ye ho se nipa semasidi oboro ho modern pa wo ya de ne mo ko ba ne se bi e ko ye wa wadwuma ne wan ye su wo ya de be ko kra na ebia na kwan ye fa so ye bo waba so no na ebia na nye saa na tie ne nso so no huhu bi ndie de ama wo na mmom wo mo wa bontin na hu di a na ye hu se ampa wo bo ma ne chechire ye.
Last point may be the book's most important contribution. It distinguishes between institutions' self-perception and the image that citizens have built of those institutions. As long as the government focuses primarily on the first, while our citizens judge us by the second, an important gap will remain between us. Regardless of how many reform programs we launch or service charters we publish. Again, ladies and gentlemen, imagine a performance review of a public institution. Budgets are examined, attendance is discussed, projects are completed on schedule, and is celebrated. The meeting lasts about 90 90 minutes, assuming, of course, that it starts on time. Yet, many may not take the time to ask, what was the experience of people of this project? This last point may be the book's most important contribution.
Professor no Nigeria boku ajiman eye mampani abedi echi na say okasai
enye ho nyansa don no a dubako ababononsia ho yegusu aye bekase ne ma ho haidi okno bako echi po enkon ye to kase ne so mfiri ase ya yewura John Dramani Mahama aye Jubilee as brigadier no ono no hwe ma yisuo etoto no left and right de ma ye sa bia bi na anayi odi atu dwa side si eni de ebro ye fre de ebro ye be si ni factory kase baako ewo mayimu na oye si na nako na nkosi bebi asa sala area ho bebi area ho si no chire mu chire se o si nga bebi ebro no omutumi dua no mu dua ni ye pa na ba bebre se de be ya omutumi akora ebro ni no mu akora ni ye nti wo de factory kese ba enu betumi aboa ama ebro hu dwumedie no etumi akọ nkan ewo mayimu ye John Dramani Mahama.
The Feed Ghana program, government is investing in improved seeds, fertilizer, support mechanisms, mechanization, farmer service centers, warehousing, irrigation, and climate smart technologies. We have identified a total of 50 locations for the farmer service centers. And this year, we are budgeting to start 11 of them, and one of the 11 is located in the Upper West region. The hardworking farmers in Funsi, the rice producers in Wichau, the livestock keepers in Tumu, the maize farmers in Nadoli, and the vegetable grower in Wa East must all become active participants in Ghana's economic transformation. Beyond raw share nuts, our objective is local processing, value addition, and export of finished products, anchored by the Share Park Resource Center. We're equally promoting agro-processing in rice, maize, granules, sorghum, millet, and soya bean, in line with our 24-hour economy initiative. And we are investing in maize processing, and so there's a maize processing factory that is going to be built in the maize growing belt in the Sisala area where my slaves are. And so
Yura John Dramani Mahama ananse modda so share no eze mo na ko wie ya pe o so obi ankoto phone wasumdwe phones Yura John Dramani Mahama kasa no obi anko asumdwe phones and accessories ankoto phones as wa endorse iPhones from iPhone 6 kosi 17 Pro Max ehwa na eton no ni di o use say ehwa na okoto no Techno phones, Samsung phones, Itel, tablet, may and laptops no some phones and accessories. Okwa, your accessories liberty set charges. Your phone covers, your glass I do two phone and need to the cheap Bluetooth earpiece and speakers no chairman no shaking will be what I say yet. Chairman some culture say to me repair phones with phone no or the buyer share your pet nessy to me I repair my nature's phone no just a cototune a phone I just you a phones in a gino no a one a bia now we are pet you better flashing amount a be a look be a badass you the phone if you are broaching by look be a swallow if you need oba and your Francis be flash amount manava Francis na money mount Francis is 0243 508189 na Francis nye djuma ne fa mawo na aswe ne amienu ba ko kese pa no ewo dwakesiem bebi abaya to ne bia na nkane info station ho ne chi ho pe ho ase ho bonsi atro asumdwe phones and accessories ho de butuo na anet no so ewo nkane iron free station abrosana ni die ni mhwe no ma mfo soro ho eni ho ase ho pa eni ho na emum no enfiri die na ho ne wo ho ne butu a yeton phones no papa ne bo form Fred director no shaking 0546 220593 na director Emma phone bi ento ehye bebre ho at the mount Samtect Oxford Senior High School school papa unimi yen say free himfa kwa himfa one ne de yede ma wo wona wo se wakobobra na nkoyie wokochinchin schools na nkoyie oba one wo sabeka na nia sisi obri abeka won say free SHS a enei awofo no feel no yede bia ba yaso ye Samtech Oxford yede bia ba yaso ye enti no bomode na fa oba ne bra say general art na person obeye science business agri science Hope Economics and the cake can win in anum. Ye into form one form by one more faces here. More results next week, Ebby. And Yabape, for new baby, na select some tech, Oxford, Senior High School, na school papa paniho, Form 2 and 3 in Jamu, Ebia, school for 4 school papa parko, no trying to play one, some tech. You were boarding a house and our boarding facilities were day students and study, Bibrina, na JHS, primary kindergarten, Nino, G.D. Fre headmaster, I was 0243 114374 and 0540366707. Na to me and you so now if you are Indian Papa Fiedie, a Richland catering service, jollof, fried rice, plain rice, ne tomato stew, kokunte, face the wall, and ne a back pine katakwa pabi, fufu, and then quibia, sobolo, brothers and sisters. Sans local drinks in a warrior tone war. Even if you are one got to feel fine pa. Special meat pie, rose bread, nippies, and in an AB. Oh, so we are wedding, engagement, a year, is she would dear piano for order and bra, near your order and for mom. Nationwide service, we accept quite would do of it. Present ya say 0541 192060 and 0542 195509. Na yen to me wow sa kwan no so na if you are na ye can for dog charcoal powder e dey amount dog charcoal powder dey say ade bi wo yefunu na enkoyi a no man koyi wo yefunu abubom asem from agina wo yem onko a ben wo dofo a na wo yem bubom gu oni mu ase basa dog charcoal powder betuni na ase anapa wo bi gu nsuo no enwebe wo bi gu nsuo ma no krifi una nam ho no ko liver diseases, kidney diseases, ni na no ebetu asi ama ho 100% natural enti ko bi na fa sa ho yade e ko bi ato a eye wo anesthesia mensa pharmacy bi wo ho blue and white plus pharmacy e bi wo ho Votank pharmacy Cristo Pharma e bi wo ho ana denchema radio ha sei obenya bi so ato frey 0598 206885 and 0206 616620 na into me wow denchoma rural bank say opeska edi ogubotom da chianse munti say open premium savings susu savings o ma obi aye udache oyen savings wo ho ubadache obe savings ni bia ma hwe open fixed deposit treasury bill white gold investment agri time investment any remittances awodo bebre ye bi e wo ho say Apex Link ACH eSwitch MoneyGram Ghana Pay any na na bi open loan ni bia ye wo funeral loan wo ho susu loans agri time loans project finance loan any DRB group loan ni na ye ma bia so ye dem yenu kese pa no Canary Road nkan na Fair Broadway ye ho de butuo ana annex no ana se ba koso ewa ayamfiri ye ni OC fast food no ene die nim hwe wa ayamfiri station wana frame 0303981229 and 0503230233 na enu enyini emum na eba kwaji eni wakasi eni mo ya kwaji eni dia anye Ebenezer Unique Ventures ana mekan for dia ma High Sense Nasco Neon Nexox Spell home appliances ni na bi wo ho say TV home theater any fridge chest freezers air conditions ni na na will be our so ye open brands ni na ye be ma obi ne bo no form papa auto che agasa fufo pounding machine ni e wa enter baba ni bi ebi aba DSTV decoders multi TV decoders any blender and ceiling fans ni na no ebi our so ye open che kwan abradun kwa no fe ye wo dakasiem inform quantum pono so ho na be mu ye ne community center no na edie ni hwe aya free ye wo opposite the Chamaru bank near runabout one ho na ebutu a ye di adwuma 0549657025 na yentumi enje so ye be ko ne akogie ni na ni die o ko na se o yade a untumi nji wani enti man fa kenabi efa nko ma me ne wo na King Abi Natural Health Clinic say gono syphilis, chlamydia, candida, UTI, sexual weakness. I want to oya bema and now I want to me menstrual disorders, no prostate disorders, asthma, whooping cough. Anyway, near ya or surgery for a horse your forceje. Nina and what na King Abi Natural Health Clinic. It mean to ya den asia home care or ye physiotherapy clinic on the wheel. online consultation, nutrition, counseling. Nina Dr. Kingsley ni mo. Aye ni na bi 0243 933 472 and 0208 621 368. We check kwan odun kwa atechem ye Adu Brothers dine mu a ye ni blue and white pills pharmacy no e na die ni hwe ye nyina so e na ye nkoje ye ni ewo kase ni mu maame atenase oso de ekokoje ye ni na esi bia no oso de tu na chi no je ye ni anyasem kuma kra ye ni enimra.
Nigeria Cassie, Nature Man Entertainment, and a tire tree. And Nigeria Cassie, Nature Man Entertainment, and a tire tree.
Yemo bibia kwaba enfambra enigidie kase munenne ewo enigidie nsem sabre ya menewo kase die eye Frederick Kumi edian edinim no eye abotreka sabre de ya extradite nema wakopiem ewo United States ni nyina eye charges a chese alleged involvement in 8 million romance scam nsensem a chese yaka yegusu a yeka yenka enwie ye enameno so ema sabre die yes wonko US naturally se wonko toa eye ne charges ahodo a anase ne kwedu ahodo a ye de born no wonko na onko yi ne ho ano na ansa na ye ba be extradite ne manako no se mo be kaye ya de US authorities ne de beto abonten se allegedly womu ehu ne se wo criminal network a chese wo de artificial intelligence tools that create fake identities naturally se ebia enne wadani se ye china wadani se ya wone nkofo bi ewa yonkofamu ewo social media no so eno na nam so masika eso anase sika emu odro no wagegede afifi nkofo ho eno nti no mu hia no ewo mu kromu o se mra na ewo ho no ene no ebedi na asam ne hyase wo Ghana hanum sei ene Accra High Court atena asam no so empen bebre nanso na ye hu ba bi kwa ye de asam no ekwa akobo na anumpo mebe de kase ebe so mu se ya de omusan akotena asam no so ni nyina ne se wode eye ode achopa koye se enka yenhwe na senie US force yenyino emmane emfa mane na emre wo honani nindi no enka yembontungu nenso Accra High Court ampene so sa inti ene de ya exactly 9:03 am ena chese ne flight ne A2 ya akopie mu ewo eye US a yehwe ni mu se de befiri ma bebia ye de nka ye no ede ba beso mu na ansa na ye bekono ya odabo eye Ghana sini twani na nansen ene ni video ba kwa be trend we social media ne so ye hu se eye England former national ya dia John Terry ene John Terry e ma ne be ye trend we social media so e ma ye desre ne ne adia se na wo pa ye nim se enka yakodi ye hu ni wo honom ne ba ne sen na wo kwakobo John Terry krompo wo kwaka John Terry a abeje trend wo oman yi mu nenne ye hu ya ne se kasamfonyi bi ene na mabefu ntintan fide ne so a chese John Terry nankasa ba bonten and you say my friend Samuel and you wishing well ewo eye double soccer academy ni mu and na wo stress wo mo shed double soccer academy ni mu no wo stress wo fa discipline enfenyi o medwume sanse se ya and na omo nso ehya se nkakra di wo mu akwakodru ba bi o medre ye nei ewiase nyina pa yo mani ababehwe John Terry we nso eye de free eye double any John Terry nsensem eba yenyina so na yemfani gide nsem ayensa kan enfensi ewo ahasei midin ye de kekeli loli shine afrifa
mo adwuma na waye no waye adwuma kama pa na ye nko numeduro ne nko prama no so na se ye ko numeduro na eduro ne papa dia uni problem can cure decoction and the capsules no make am for the amount odu papa ni ade bia ye Johnson no obi wo so Johnson na mu apai mienu be wontafo hwe yade na yade o Johnson na Johnson no e say obema no mu ya oya yade katita to obema mu enu mpo de ye mpese e betie kura e tan se wunya can cure decoction no ane capsules no bi now the blend e be born gala we within 2 weeks e betu ase ade amount na ade bia na ye usisi uchepe wa jonku ya oya o de man koto ointment dabi to can cure decoction no and then the capsules no kabom na nya magic ne fa mawo say bia o ba osudie ni unsebo no enkoye unfichi ko na e pasa can cure na ana mo flow kama na untumi mbo adwuma wo mpem de bia kwa 2 minutes na wasole wo kwa himfa koye adwuma no esanse kanke obedi wasema ma wo na onim say ointment no so bo adwuma ade bia ye hunamani nsansa bia no ointment no etu ase e de ama wo say pompo wo che say himfa na ntemu pro ma efu hwi so pa hepaton nam ya gidi esanse ulcer ebetu ase hepatitis ebetu ase ebrebo ne sabom ya de nyina tu ase 2 week na ho ato open dudu mutu a head office 0247175177 dunkwa ha brother Chema radio benya biato 0247222976 oko asen ana adanse praso a osu benya bi ato kanke onupa no obenya bi ato bibia no ay kama yekọ na yefie nko gieni awakase na Vego Target electrical home and appliances ana yede kopra so na yede kase na esi na ye woton bombs ni nyina bi metal box one way gang all gang cables earth rod ceiling fan standing fan fridge any ekeka woni nyina no aye Vego Target electrical home and appliances door keys and China door building materials ni na school bags makomra dudu musumra kitchen appliances ye toni nyina bi wo ho bra o street old I am free park esim ehọ na ebutu off I am free Jama road no so a ehọ na ebutu a ye di adwuma but modi na free na yetumi inhuki no mani bi 0545501710 and 0557235569 na yetumi emwa yenyina so na yenko pramano so emra sisia
agudie mu nsemi de Ntraman Sports na territory agudie mu nsemi de Ntraman Sports na territory
World Cup eguso ekoso na nanwumre ampaye bedwa ewo obi man so ni nyina na say France ani Morocco ana ebetumi ehia nanwumre a enya asem koto akra na referee a obi jamfifini ato ayerem no ofi Argentina Facundo Rao Telu ono ana jamfifini ato ayerem nanwumre a quarter final game between France and Morocco nanwumre ampaye bedwa ewo Boston Stadium ho na ye possible lineup teams how do betumi adiaba Mark Mignon obetumi afa post no Dayot Upamecano ene Saliba ebetumi agina kire ho adiama France for no we no Jules Koundé Barcelona brante no ebetumi si akan we no Lucas Digne onu sida kan adema Aston Villa sana brante a ye frɛ no Kone anhwa anwumre obetumi agina na so one Adrien Rabiot ono no betumi esia kan da nwumre na animo no miensa no sei na beko Ousmane Dembele Paris Saint-Germain no sina kan sana Michael Olise ono no sina kan arema by Munich na abranti e fe no Bradley Bacola ono so betumi esia kan da nwumre a Kylian Mbappé Lotin ono no betumi agina nim ho ede ama France for no na nwumre yi ampaye bedwa wei yasin bonu ono no begina akire ho atupo num ade ama Morocco for no Africa for United amochi we no Masrai obetumi esia kan enanwumre Hashraf Hakimi ane manteri nyina no ebetumi agiremu enanwumre a ometumi esia kan Sofiane Rahimi enwumre obetumi agiremu a Brahim Diaz Real Madrid abrante no obetumi ayedwuma kama pa a enya asem kuma ene game anwumre ebo no wotwe a agokensie mu akonfo no betrase at the live commentary at the Abreu famous ya genius on any layers in squad ni na no betrase at the agokensie mu nsem commentary papa ni mu hwam no at the Abreu kasere si ya fancy so for them at the Facebook no so ama bibia no kama pa na ya be so kase kwan so ya be kase de ma wonya bi etie ye memedi ni ekoba jesi kakeku anyume mene
ohini ejekun tabono
afi yen sori na yen fa manfo nkaibo a yen saka so for them minor frem yen fa manfo nkaibo fa send kama pa